Welcome to Drive Time. I'm Rob Weingarten. She's Jenna Lane. Now, one of the things that Jenna does is she tries to get me more integrated with the social media universe. I'm getting better at it.
You absolutely are. I see all your reactions to all the college games and the NFL games. You're doing wonderful.
But I got to tell you, the social media world can be vicious. Now, we all know the end of Michigan State was one of the most crazy finishes to a football game you'll ever see. But unfortunately, Michigan punter Blake O'Neill is heading for the kind of infamy normally reserved for Bill Buckner. Now, Bill Buckner didn't have to live in the Twitter era, so it's actually worse for Blake O'Neill.
Well, definitely, and this is the kind of finish that rivals that of Auburn, Alabama from a few years ago, and it also did have national title implications with that. But, in this situation, you've just got a few seconds left on the clock. I mean, there are actually a TV anchor that was out there, or a TV reporter, I should say, who ended up flubbing his own report because he thought the game was over. Everybody thought the game was over, but this is why it's really not over until the clock hits zero. And what happens? O'Neill flubs that snap on the punt, and then Jalen Watts-Jackson runs it in for the touchdown, and Michigan State wins again. Now Mark D'Antonio is 7-2 against Michigan.
Terrible loss for Michigan, and you could see the heartbreak and shock on the fans of Michigan supporters in the big house. Snap was a little low. He should have handled it, and when he didn't, yes, he should have fallen on it and not tried to pick it up. The punter made a couple of errors there. He's still a punter. He's still a college student. And if you're all over Twitter threatening this guy, saying awful things about him and his family, do me a favor. Get a life.
And I would also say this, in his mind, he's got a million things racing through it. He's trying to think about not dropping the ball. Sometimes you think about things so much, that's when you do make mistakes. But meanwhile, all the people that are watching this play out on TV, the only thing they have to worry about is whether or not they spill their beer. So I would agree there. It's a college student. We all make mistakes. And imagine if you were in that position and how you would feel.
It's the kind of loss that ends a national championship hopeful season. But guess what? You weren't expecting to be in that anyway. So you know what, Michigan? Get over it and just beat Ohio State.
Get over it. Get even next year when you play them at their house.
That's Drive Time. You can catch us every day on AM 1040, Monday through Friday, 3P to 6P, or right here on SportsTalkFlorida.com.